I think that the you know there's those classic examples of things that make life better, right? And you know one of the, two of the greatest therapies that exist. One is with animals, and the other is with children, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Spending time with animals makes people
Mm.
feel better for
Yes, of
for
course.
for whatever
Mhm.
for whatever reason,
Mhm.
whether it's
Mhm. Mhm.
dogs, cats, rabbits,
Yes.
horses,
Horse.
horse,
Mhm.
horses, pigs,
Mhm.
owls, bears.
Yeah.
Bears are
No.
probably a bit dangerous,
Wow. Yeah.
but you know, it makes people feel better, and also spending time with kids makes people feel
Mm.
better. It's
Mhm.
because the thinking is different, the ideas are different, the the problems are different. You know, the problem is not a problem.
Mm.
Okay, we have to always come back to that point. The problem is not the problem,
Mm.
right? It's crazy. I'm just thinking because I had a meeting with a lawyer today, and we were talking
Nice.
we were talking about problems, and it was very interesting that what I saw as a problem, the lawyer did not see as a problem.
Yes.
Yeah, and what
Mm.
but the things that I didn't see were the things that she saw. Yeah, and it's really, and we were looking at the same problem,
Everyone. Yes.
but we saw completely different things.
Yes.
Then and that fascinates me
Mm. Mm.
because that's how we can understand where we're wrong with that interaction, with that communication. You need communication to solve problems.
Mhm.
If you don't have
Mhm.
communication,
Yes.
there is
Yes.
if you don't have communication, you only have confrontation and conflict
Yes. Yes. Yes.
as a result. And it's creating that. It when you choose to not communicate, you choose to create conflict.
Yes. Yes. Of course.
And it's crazy because it's very simple,
Mm.
right? It's not
Yes.
difficult. It's not hidden. It's
Uh,
not unknown. It's not some mysticism.
yes. Yes.
It's not wizardry. It's not Harry Potter. It's not
Yes.
magic. It's something that everybody knows. And yet we still have problems as people with the basics.
Mhm.
It's always the basics, right? You know, it's always the basics that you know somebody develops cancer. It might be because they have bad eating habits. It's a basic.
Mhm.
Bad diet habits, bad lifestyle habits, bad exercise habits,
Mhm.
uh,
Mhm.
bad body care
Yeah.
habits.
Mm.
Might be they live in an unclean environment
Mhm.
or
Mhm.
whatever. But it's the basics. If you can't get the basics right, if you can't get the basics okay, then nothing
Mm. Yes.
is going to be right at all.
Mhm.
And that's what's frustrating about the present problem. I know where the problem is.
Mhm. Mhm.
I know where the problem is, but you have to want to fix it.
Mhm. Yeah.
And that's my question to everybody for the last week, right? I've talked
Mhm.
to a lot of people in the last week,
Mhm. Mhm.
and I had the same question to everybody. When someone doesn't want to talk, when someone doesn't want to communicate, what do you do?
Mhm.
It's a real puzzle. It's a real puzzle. Yeah, and the continuation must be continuous, and the communication must be continuous.
Mm-hmm.
It must be continuous, and it must be progressive. It must take you.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It must take you.
Mm-hmm.
You must make steps in the right direction.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because here we go. What my lawyer said to me today
Mm-hmm. What?
was, your next step is very important.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I was like,
What?
wow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, stop there. Stop there. I have to process this because this is really, really
Yeah.
important. Your next step determines the direction of everything. And I'm like, wow. Wow. And it's simple but powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And they're right because sometimes in life that next step
Mm-hmm.
is more important than the last steps.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And it was really, really interesting. Also, here's another thing I learned today. I learned a lot today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna forget what I was gonna say next. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, catch up. I remembered. Wow, I remembered.
Mm-hmm.
Catch,
Uh-huh.
cat, cat, catch up. All right,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
catch up. Which,
Mm-hmm.
how can I explain this? The lawyer, she said to me, you have to be very aware of where you are because when you don't have good communication
Mm-hmm.
and when your decisions are different,
Mm-hmm.
you're in different places. When your decisions are different,
Mm-hmm.
you are in different places. And it makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
It makes perfect sense because if you want if you want to get if you want to get to the cup and you're here, you turn left. But if you want to get to the cup and you're here, you turn right.
Mm-hmm.
So your goal might be the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
but the way you have to go there might be
Mm-hmm.
different because you're
Yes.
in different places.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Different places up here in your head.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. For whatever reason, for whatever disconnect,
Mm-hmm.
you've you've got to understand that. And you've got to find a way to put put yourself in their position or put
Yes.
yourself in their
Oh,
position
yes.
to
Yes. Mm-hmm.
to synchronize the
Mm-hmm.
ideas and for one
Do you
simple
have sorry?
for one simple reason, which is that
Mm-hmm.
some people understand things faster than other people.
Yes. Yes.
Some
Mm-hmm.
people get it like this,
Mm-hmm.
and for some people it's a
Mm-hmm.
much harder road
Mm-hmm.
to get to the same point. You see it with students in a school when they're doing mathematics.
Mm-hmm.
They all get the same page of questions,
Mm-hmm.
but they all finish it at different
Mm-hmm.
times in different
Yes,
ways.
of course. Mm-hmm. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So
It's true.
that made me think a lot. I'm always thinking about what can I learn from this?
Mm-hmm.
What is this teaching me?